Hey everybody, it's been a while since I've been on here, but I'm on here again and I just want to share some thoughts with you. It's about this 2024 election, the presidential election. Now, I haven't heard from God on this, or maybe I have, but I have a strong feeling about this, and that's that they're going to steal the election again. But this time, when they steal the election, there's going to be so much evidence of the steal that they're going to get caught, and it's going to be huge. And they're going to ultimately have to give Donald Trump the win. Here's why. Here's why I feel like this. It's because in 2020 election was stolen, as a lot of us know. In fact, God spoke to me in an audible voice in a dream right after the 2020 election. And he said the 2020 election was stolen from the American people. So not only did we have evidence of the stolen election, but God confirmed it right after the election to me. So the 2020 election has not been rectified. They got away with it that time. And I feel like here's what the enemy is going to do. They're thinking, we got away with it in 2020, we're going to do it again. We're just going to steal it again. Lies getting me. Because if they don't, if they let Donald Trump have a free and fair election, if they let a free and fair election take place and Donald Trump wins, then their game is over. Their game is over. Their theft is over. All of the evil that they have done to the children is all going to be exposed. The Epstein list, Diddy's list, all of these people are going to be exposed. And a lot of them are going to go to prison. I know it. And a lot of them are probably going to get the death penalty for the things they've done. So they can't allow Donald Trump to win a free and fair election. They have to steal it. So I don't know. I have a strong feeling that they're going to give it to Kamala and that she is going to, quote unquote, win the presidential election. But it's going to be through theft. They're going to steal it again. But it's not going to last long. I have a strong feeling that the evidence is going to come out. It's going to be exposed, the whole stolen 2020 election and 2024 election. Anyway, those are my thoughts about this, but I'm still praying that Trump wins the election. I want him to win because we need him back now. We're on the edge of World War III. 80,000 children missing, or probably way more than that, at the border in the last 3 years. 80,000 missing children under Kamala's watch at the border. The border czar. That's some sex trafficking of children right there. That's what that is. And she's in charge of it. Yeah, we need Trump back now for the sake of the children. That's why we need him back. One of the reasons. But I'm praying that he wins, and I'm praying that it would be a free and fair election. But I just want you to know, I feel like God wanted me to tell people that if they hand the election to Kamala, be at peace. Don't worry about it. Just know that this is part of God's plan. This is part of God's awakening process. He's awakening the American people. He told us this back in 2020. He said, I'm opening the eyes of all Americans, of every American. That's what he's doing. It's an awakening. He's opening our eyes. Some people, unfortunately, are not awake yet. They still have the blinders over their eyes. But I believe that when this happens, if they hand it to Kamala, of course, it'll be a stolen election again. But it will open people's eyes even more to the evil that we're up against, right? This is a spiritual battle against good and evil, against the armies of heaven and against the armies of hell. So when Kamala wins, if she wins the presidential election, if they give it to her, don't be alarmed, because ultimately we win. Donald Trump will be back in office again, and our country will be at peace, and there will be no war. We will be at peace because God is with us. God is with Donald Trump, and God is with the American people. You know, a lot of these people, they still think, the people who are asleep still, they have the blinders on their eyes, they still think this is about Democrats and Republicans, you know, Democrats against Republicans. This is not what this is about anymore. This is the American people against the cabal, the deep state, the Illuminati, whatever you want to call them, the Luciferians. They're all the same. This is them, the people who follow Lucifer, against the people who follow Jesus Christ. That's what this war is. And we are going to be victorious. And I know this because Donald Trump is coming back. And I had a dream about a year ago. I know I told you guys this, but I had a dream where there was 200 or 300 of us in a house, Donald Trump's house, in a White House, giant mansion. We were all praying. We were walking around the halls of this mansion, lifting up our nation in prayer and lifting up Donald and Melania Trump in prayer. And Donald Trump and Melania, they went to their car. I walked them out to their car as they were leaving the house. They said, "We're going to go to court now. We have to go to court." And I said, "Okay." I said, "You know what? We're going to be here praying for you the whole time. And when you get back, we'll be here." He got in the car, they took off, and that was the end of the dream. But, you know, courts symbolize justice. That's what they symbolize. And the 200 or 300 people in the house, that was the church. That was the body of Christ. Praying for Donald and Melania to come back to the house. Praying for justice as they were in court. And what has Donald Trump been up against the last 2 years? He's been in courts and, you know, frivolous lawsuits and just stuff that doesn't even make any sense. But we are still here praying for him. So we are going to pray him. The body of Christ is going to pray him back into the White House. And that's what we are doing here. But be at peace, okay? If Kamala wins, know this, it's part of God's plan, and we will be victorious. This is part of God's awakening process, okay? All right. Just wanted to tell you guys that. I love you. Be at peace. All right. Fly got in my ear. Okay. I love you guys. Bye-bye.